Hello, welcome back. I hope you had fun in our first video talking about chords ornamentation, how to add some interesting notes. In this video we're gonna apply all this concept, all these ideas, and I will suggest some ways. Remembering there is no right or wrong, there is no rule. It's just suggestions for some paths, harmonic paths to play bossa nova, samba, or even jazz. We're gonna talk today about a tune called How Insensitive by Antonio Carlos Jobim. It's interesting to mention that this tune has the similar harmony and melody from Chopin Prelude number 4. It's interesting to listen and compare both. Jobim was a genius and a very nerd. He studied classical composers, more modern composers, jazz. He was a very workaholic and he went deep to theory, harmony, and all the important subjects inside music. And it's also important to mention that Brazil abolished slavery just 23 years after the USA. So, yeah, we had in Brazil a very huge influence from African music. Jobim studied jazz, as I said, and also classical music. He loved Debussy, Chopin, of course, and also Stravinsky, all these incredible classical composers. But he mixed it with also the African music, some music from different states inside Brazil. And this is also important to mention that Brazil is a huge country. It's like a bunch of different countries inside one country with different culture, different music, different religions, different food. So yeah, you should be aware that to understand Brazilian music, it's something not that easy because we have this mixed things and also influence from different parts of the world and even from different parts inside Brazil. So let's talk a little bit about how insensitive. Let's apply all the rules that we've been discussing. We're gonna play how insensitive in the regular key, the key from real books and iReal if you have the app to play. And usually it's in D minor. And here I'm already applying one very important thing that is not inside our first video. Of course, always delivering new content, new information. Here I am playing D minor with 9. This is an important extension for minor chords, and I am moving the root on the bass to the 5th. So I have this movement here. And this is a cool chord to start the tune. But I also can play just with 5th on the bass. Very common also in bossa nova. Don't play the root, but 5th on the bass. So I could start the tune like this. And I also can apply rule number 4. I can add 11 on this chord. So instead of F, I should play G, 11th of D. And then I can play. And I can keep following this pattern if I want to play with my thumb, root and 5th, root and 5th, but always respecting if it's a perfect 5th or it's a diminished 5th in this case, because I'm playing C sharp diminished, the second chord of this tune. So if I want to play the 5th on the bass, I should play G and not G sharp, all right? Diminished 5th. And following the third rule, diminished chords can be diminished 9 or 11 or flat 13 or even major 7. So I can play like with major 7, for example, I can play like. This is a cool sound coming from. Then we have the third chord, C minor 6, and here B half diminished. Sometimes people like to write G7 with B on the bass. I really prefer to think it as B half diminished. And following our rules, and rule number 4, half diminished chord can accept perfect 11th, 4th. So if it's B, it's gonna be E. Cool, right? So from the beginning, on our B flat major 7. So rule number 1, I can play with 9, or even 6 and 9. I can play all these extensions inside one chord. And this is also a possibility. If I am trying to play with more movement, I can use that. If I am playing with huge groups, like another harmonic instrument like piano and perhaps one more guitar, I should keep things more simple. But in this case, I'm playing alone, so why not? And then E flat major 7, I can play again major 7 and 9, or a 6 9. E half diminished, and then we have our dominant A7 coming to D minor, to our root. So if this is a dominant coming to minor, I can play flat 13, but I also can play flat 9, or even sharp 9. And again, if I wanna, I can add these movements in this chord. I can explore different possibilities, different ways to play on top of these chords. As I told you, there is no right and wrong. It's just some ideas, some suggestions, so you can explore different ways and play more interesting comping. Let's play the second part of the tune. We have C minor 6, and then B diminished. Why not play with 11 here? So I can play again B flat major with 9, and then E half diminished. I can play with 11, and then A dominant coming to D minor. So flat 13 and D minor. So here I have C minor 7 and F7. This is the famous 2-5. But this F7 is not coming to B flat, it's coming to B minor. So this is gonna be our rule number 7. I can add augmented 11, sharp 11 or sharp 4. This is what I did. I played B on top of this F dominant. So let's listen. I will play from the C minor. Here again. And then B flat. This last dominant, I play flat 13, sharp 9, and then D7, D minor 7. I know that this can be a lot, so it's important to review each of these rules and understand and apply separate, chunking the ideas and exploring just one chord extension. So you can play the whole tune with the chords that you are familiar, and then add one chord extension. Then next day keep playing the chord extension you worked one day before, and then add one more chord extension, because there is no right number. We have tons of different possibilities, different ways to do that. Okay, so be in mind that you really need to give time to yourself and chunk the ideas. Don't think that you must play all these extensions that fast. Okay, it's important also to mention that in the guitar we can find all these extensions in different places, right, with different chord shapes, different voice, different inversions. I like to think in one very cool way to find different places to play the same chord. So I can think in group of strings. So if I have a chord like this, I have root, fifth, major 7, and third. And then I will keep following all these notes, but in order. So my root gonna come to third. My fifth is gonna move to 7. My 7, B, it's gonna move to C. And E, the third, is gonna move to G. So if I have this chord here, I have it also here, but with E on the bass. See, this is a very cool way to find the same chord quality, but in different places. Of course, we are changing the root. Instead of root on the bass, I have third on the bass. If you want to explore more of this kind of concept to find cool chords, and also learn the steps, the strategies to really find these chords, this book is a great possibility. Chords Galore by Jack Patterson. It's a great book because it gives us all the steps, all the strategies to really find voicing, different voicings for guitar players. And our instrument is so specific because we have the same note in different places, and this makes the guitar neck very unique. And since we are talking about chords with 5, 6 different notes, we have tons of different possibilities. This is why I'm always saying that we need like 400 years to really master all the chords on the guitar. Alright, before I finish this video, I will be playing How Insensitive, a duet with myself. I hope you enjoy it. I will try to apply some of these extensions with no talk, just playing. If you like it, give thumbs up, give some feedbacks, tell me your questions. I'll be ready to answer. And here on the description, you have some links, some cool links to websites talking about theory, chords, and also the first video lesson if you didn't watch it. Okay, so see you soon and thank you.